you first, Julie.
Okay.
And then when the boys are playing a bit, and then when I start up again, you give me 15 minutes and I give everybody else.
Okay.
I think that's fair. Hello, ladies and gentlemen and fellow candidates. I'm Michael George Gibson, a poetician. I was part of the Oxford election game last year. Though I did not then get enough nominations for candidature, I did suggest to the university and indeed to the nation at large that Ruth Bedell was unfit for the post of Professor of Poetry. I was ignored, but we are only here because neither Ruth Bedell nor Derek Walcott are in the chair at this time. Moving on, a month ago I stood in the general election as the True English Poetry Party. At a forum of all the candidates in the Tatham constituency the week before the election, George Osborne, now our Chancellor of the Exchequer, asked me if I would be playing my whistle again at the count. I assured him that I would, and at 4 AM on the Friday, after he had trounced me again, this time by 24,687 votes to 298, I duly played him a tune, as you may have seen on Granada Television or even Sky, and I wished him good luck. Now, I subsequently asked him if he and perhaps the new Foreign Secretary and Attorney General would consider voting for me in this election. But this letter received on Saturday does not give me much hope of that. But I do wonder if, in the spirit of poetic comradeship, any of my fellow candidates here might do so. Michael Horowitz and Paula Clare and Stephen Moss have, at somewhat short notice, boldly and gallantly come to stand here on the hustings to variously define and demonstrate what we each would say poetry truly is. And there will be submissions in absentia from two other candidates, Chris Mann and Roger Lewis. Sean Haldane has sent his best wishes. Dame Averill Cameron has sent a message on behalf of Geoffrey Hill, who is gigging elsewhere at this very minute. And I haven't heard from Robert Lacey, or I hadn't until very recently, very shortly ago, heard from Steve Larkin, who's now here. But Vaughan Pelikian has rightly taken me to task for misspelling his name on the poster for this show. Vaughan Pelikian. Now, we four are going to do our first 15-minute sets, as it were buffered from each other by our musicians Mark Atherton and Nigel Brown. After an interval, we will have the two candidates' statements read by Julie Dyson, and then we four will do second shorter sets, or not, as the case may be. And in slam fashion, we shall be timed on this, and Julie is going to make sure that each of us only does 15 minutes and will make some vigorous sound or other.
That's not vigorous.
No, not vigorous.
To indicate when our time is up. Now, I'm going to go first after a tune from the boys, and then Paula Clare will do her piece, and
here comes
Stephen
Michael Horowitz.
Moss will do his piece, and Michael Horowitz, who has marvellously arrived just in time, will do his slot. So welcome, Michael. Find yourself a comfortable seat.
George Gibson, being your host.
I'm Michael Gibson. Hello.
That's Gene.
Hello. I'd like your piece and the slide one row.
On this. People I can take.
soda. Get out of the way of the orange.
It's dry. It's good. Sorry, one last thing.